Hey guys, thanks for watching my first video in this course video discussion. Um, of course, as we know, this week's about telling the story of postbellum America. In this first discussion post, um, in this class, I'll be talking about a major player in entrepreneurship in the postbellum period. The individual that I'll be discussing is Henry Sherwin. Henry Sherwin is better known today as the man who co-founded the major paint and coatings company called the Sherwin-Williams Company in 1866. Of course, we all know that company. It's still around today. Henry Sherwin's story, along with its co-founder Edward Williams, is a really exciting and interesting story. And Of course, in the discussion, I'll also mention his Sherwin's mainly financial, economical, and entrepreneurial situation within this time period and the founding of the company. Henry Sherwin was born on September 27th, 1942, in Baltimore, Vermont. Um, Sherwin was a natural business person from the time he was a child. He dropped out of school in 1857 at only 15 years old, and his first job at this time was in a local general store. He knew he had a passion for business and a passion for entrepreneurship, and wanted to do something like that, but hadn't really found his actual career passion quite yet. Um, After this first job at the general store, just prior to the Civil War, Sherwin was invited in 1864, 65. I'm sorry, 1860. He was invited by an uncle to travel to Cleveland, Ohio, where he found work at a Cleveland dry goods store. Sherwin would go on to work here for 2 years, where he would actually be promoted to bookkeeper. Um, he also then moved to employment to a local grocery company, kind of a similar job, but he would also actually become a partner in this company, and he'd actually own part of it. He left that job soon though because this company he disagreed with value wise on some of their policies, such as selling liquor and others. So he left that company, and after the Civil War in 1866, Henry found himself in need of a job that he was passionate about, that he could work his way up at, and he actually by this time saved over $2,000. He had received multiple offers of employment at different companies, but picked one, the last offer that he received, and the lowest amount of money offered at the time. But he felt that this was the most promising, and it was a paint company called Truman and Dunham Co. Uh, Sherwin instantly at this company became a partner in the business, and even though this company offered the least financially, to him it sounded, like I said, the most promising for his future. Um, However, it wasn't long before things at Truman also became stagnant, and while he enjoyed the selling of paint and the paint industry and business, the other partners are more interested in the selling of linseed oil, which is one of the other products that they had, than they were paint. In 1870, Sherwin left the company, and along with the Truman Company bookkeeper by the name of Osborne, and an investor named Edward Williams, which is where the Williams and Sherwin-Williams comes from, who was also a Civil War veteran. The three of them, put $15,000 into the company and formed in a partnership, is what is now known as the Sherwin-Williams and Company. Later that year, other employees were recruited, and the company continued to grow and prosper tremendously. After the first year, the company reported an astounding total sales of $422,390.97. In you know, Over a century later, in 2009, the company reported a total of $4.21 billion. Sherwin-Williams and Company have evolved today into the most successful paint and industrial coatings company in the world. Henry Sherwin endured hard work and diligence to make the company to what it is and has become today, and really by the turn of the 20th century. Henry Sherwin remained president of the company until his death in 1916. He actually remained president of the company from 1870 to 1909. And then after 1909, he became the chairman of the board, where he would remain until 1916, which is when he died. Um, he's buried in Cleveland, Ohio, where the company actually still has its headquarters. Edward Williams, his co-founder, served as executive vice president until his death in 1903. Both Sherwin and Williams are buried in the same cemetery, Lakeview Cemetery in Cleveland. So pretty interesting. Sherwin married his wife in 1865, and they had a daughter by the name of Belle Sherwin, who became a spokeswoman for civil rights and women's suffrage. So pretty cool link there. And these two men are a prime example of this era and how many strive through hard work and perseverance to become successful businessmen whose legacies live on today. So thank you so much and I hope you enjoyed this post and look forward to your comments. Thank you.